Hey everybody, this is DM Mike, and this is the Postmortem of Rise of Tiamat and Horde of the Dragon Queen. A kind of a look back, if you will. I'm not going to go over the campaign diaries, chapter tips, and maps. If you're new to my channel, I've got all that in spades if you want to see how things unfolded in both of those campaigns. Rise of Tiamat ended prematurely with only one chapter to go. Major blow to the story and my ego. But all of it's done, and I just wanted to give my final thoughts on the Tyranny of Dragons. Here it is. Damn, that was a lot of work. My advice is if you're new DM and you maybe want to look at these books and try to go in order, perhaps not necessarily chronologically, but how these books were released. My advice to you is to stay away from Tyranny of Dragons. And it's not that it's a horrible adventure. I think it actually should be the last adventure perhaps you've run. Now, I've not run all the other books, so I'm kind of, I don't have all of it under my belt here to compare them all. But I can say without a doubt, Tyranny of Dragons is kind of world-ending kind of stuff. Altering your entire campaign if things go really bad on the last chapter of Rise of Tiamat. Also, it's just a heck of a lot of work. I mean, look through my channel, go through all my campaign diaries and maps and chapter tips videos. It is a cumbersome, tiring kind of adventure. I mean, look, we had fun, don't get me wrong. We had a lot of fun. I created a lot of entertainment. My players created a lot of entertainment. We were entertaining each other, for 4 or 5 hours straight. We had a good time. But as a DM, I had to do so much replacement and adjustments, and it's just not a good fit for anybody who's starting out for the first time. You are going to see and find that you have more work to do in this campaign than you ever have in any other campaign. I've done a little bit of Out of the Abyss, a lot of Adventures League stuff, and I can tell this one already was just so much work, and you're going to find yourself replacing more than anything, replacing things. I'm talking replacing enemies, replacing HP and AC and spells and stats and weapons and magical items, and in most cases, a lot of the time, surprisingly, the maps are kind of lackluster. Matter of fact, as I said in my Horde of Dragon Queen, a lot of maps I felt like were missing. Now, the dungeon crawls are pretty straightforward. I mean, you just got a dungeon crawl, right? Those are the only maps that I found pretty effective in the entire campaign. But there was just so much missing from this, and I understand its context, that it came out right when 5th edition was coming out, around that time. So, yeah, a lot of mistakes. But from what I understand, even the updated books don't reflect too many changes. And I guarantee you're still going to do about the same amount of work had you just picked up the 2 books, 5 years ago when they first came out, 6 years ago when they first came out. It is a campaign, I think, that is more set for a veteran DM. And that's no insult. I don't mean any insult by that. It really requires a veteran DM, I think, and a DM who has a heck of a lot of time to prep all of this. And I don't think I'm exaggerating here. I think most of the criticisms I have seen about this and the various groups I've been in have all said the same thing. It's just a heck of a lot of work, and it is. And then it's when you lose control, or maybe you lose players and things just kind of crash and burn, it's even more devastating because you've put so much time and energy in this, and you have to change so much, and you're trying to balance what's happening at the table, and you're trying to balance what's happening in the book and switching things out, and trying to cater to all the players' needs, which is sometimes impossible and very difficult to do, especially when you get to Rise of Tiamat and it becomes a high-level campaign. It is very difficult to try to accommodate and make it all work. I have come to realize that and experienced it firsthand, and so it can be very, very challenging, especially by the time you get into that second book. So this is going to be a quick postmortem, guys. That's all I really got to say. It's just really a heck of a lot of work. And I would caution any new DM to get involved with this. Look, go pick up the box sets, Fanolin. Go pick up, I'm actually prepping right now, Dragons of Ice Spire Peak from the most recent D&D box set. I think I've kind of gotten exhausted from long-term, long-running campaigns. They're little, they just kind of burn you out after a while. And I don't want to do that anymore, but go pick out one of these. The recent books that have been released, I think, are a little more manageable. It looks like they've got their style down and then the way they handle things and present the material. But I would recommend wholeheartedly to wait for Tyranny of Dragons. Let that be your last campaign. But if you're going to run this, good luck. And check out my chapter tip videos. They should be able to help you. I've got some. No, I don't think I've got any. I've only got like 1 or 2 maps for Horde of Dragon Queen actually up on my Steam Workshop through Tabletop Simulator, so you could probably use those too. But if you go to my SoundCloud, you will find plenty of cutscenes and box text narrative for Horror Giant Queen and Rise of Tiamat. You can use those at your leisure, and so they're available for you. And that's all I got. All right, guys. See you in the next one.